That's what we have here, a little mini clash of two icons of the white ball game for the two cricketing titans. Sohail Tanvir wasn't best pleased.
I mean, you had a really good chat with him earlier in that first innings. Great to hear from him how he goes about perfecting his art. That looked mighty close. He's got a life here, Shikhar Dhawan.
The other thing I was struck by, I was actually going to say it, but I didn't want to embarrass Sohail Tanvir. Did you see the size of his hands when he was holding the ball that I gave him, talking through the grip? Massive. The ball almost looked like a small ball in his hands, not a full-size one.
I will say that's the sort of impression I have with most of these pace bowlers. That ball just looks so small in their hands. But yeah, big hands. And the thing is, he simplified what he does, but not everyone can do it, right? It takes years of practice and it takes years of perfection. Talked you through the slower ball, he talked you through the grip, but the fact of the matter is, it takes a lot of work to actually get your wrist in those positions, and not everyone's actually able to even get into those positions.
And also, in Sohail's case, he said it himself, it's a completely unique action. It's what pundits or coaches will describe as bowling off the wrong foot. It's somewhat of an optical illusion, as he jumps into his bound in a different manner to most bowlers. Plenty of famous cricketers have done it over the years, and I think there's a growing acceptance. I know you're heavily involved in coaching, Manali. Growing acceptance that unorthodoxy is not necessarily a bad thing. It's Dev Kanal. That is going to fill him full of confidence. He is such a stylish player. Very shy of runs thus far. His first boundary of the 2024 NPL.
Yeah, that expression after he's hit it tells it all. Picked really well. Right off the pads, and it's gone all the way for 4. It also means we've given 4 education kits for school children for every 4 that's scored. Excellent initiative this by the Ensel Foundation.
Change of angle over the wicket and solid in defence. Well done, Dev Kanal, much better. End of the first, 6 for none.
Dark fantasy.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Scarves and all the player welcomes, they've kind of been welcomed in. There's a big tradition here of pashminas up in this part of the world. Get you in on our day off to Tamil, where they sell the most beautiful pashminas, Manali.
I picked one up just a couple of days ago, actually. This one's not... Literally 2 days ago.
How did you have time to do that? You've only been here for 48 hours.
Right after the game. I had to go get myself some warm clothing.
Rijan Dakal to get things going. Sohail Tanvir spoke glowingly about the young Nepal international who, in what is now becoming a bit of a contested left-arm seamer's spot in the national team, is the #1 for the moment. Stiff competition too. Pratish GC held sway during the T20 World Cup. And also, I really like the look of young Durgesh Gupta. I know he's not capped internationally yet, but I think he might have a chance too.
We talk about the scarves. It reminds me a lot of soccer, because we don't see them very often in cricket, but we see them quite often in soccer. Perfect as well for this time of year here. Have you gotten a scarf yet?
Oh, beauty, beats the outside edge. This is a special delivery to a man who's been there, seen it all, done it all. Rijan Dakal's just done them all ends up. It's the shape. Now, we spoke in the pre-game show, and Sohail Tanvir spoke about the ability to swing it back into the right-hander. That's away from the left-hander. The perfect piece of left-arm swing bowling from Rijan Dakal. There is the super fan. He's got the top off. Tattoos of Sheikar on the arm. Iconic players. You think of Sachin Tendulkar. Two guys in the front. If you just pan down there, hopefully you'll be able to see, look, on the arm and on the top of the chest. You can actually see not just one Sheikar tattoo, several, and then their hairstyle on the left. Sachin Tendulkar at his super fan, Mahendra Singh Dhoni his too. Sheikar Dhawan's is here in Kathmandu. And he's here to see shots like that. Oh, that's going to fill Dhawan full of confidence. Vintage Sheikar at his very best.
Super fans on his feet as well. Celebrating a very good looking stroke from Shikhar Dhawan. Goes right down the ground. Placed it. Didn't need to overhit it at all as he picks up a boundary. Past the hand of the bowler.
That's now the 200th four in this tournament, so that means we're going to see 200 education kits delivered around the country for school children. That's powered by the NSL Foundation, leaving a lasting legacy here in Nepal. Great to see. Plenty of other super fans, isn't there? There's the super fan for Pakistan, one for Sri Lanka too, but in India it's the super fan of a player. I think there's a Virat Kohli one as well, isn't there?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a super fan for every player in India. They're so passionate. It's just incredible how much of a fan following the Indian players have. And I suppose in a way Nepal fans as well.
It's the outside edge again. Despite that straight drive, it's a marvellous over from young Rijan Dakal. 4 from it, 10 for none.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
प्रस्तुत छ 10 Plast अटूट जोड मजबूत सम्बन्ध 10 Plast pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 Group.
Lalit Rajbanshi has been exceptional, particularly with the new ball. The premier left-arm spinner in the country. Plenty more young talent shining. Love Sohail Tanvir's unorthodoxy. How do you go about coaching somebody like that, who does things in his own method, Manali?
Yeah, it's this school of thought between coaching and how exactly we go about coaching has changed a lot over the years. I think is he Taklu Dai number 2 there?
Well, Taklu Dai Dui, that would be in local language. I'm just glad neither our producer nor director are allowed near a commentary mic. Taklu Dai superfan, I heard in my ear there.
Yeah, just going back to your question, we're now getting away from the school of thought that everyone needs to look a certain way when we're playing. That technique and the correct technique idea has gone out the window a bit. If it works for you and you're successful and you're able to execute without causing injury to yourself, there's absolutely no reason to change it. Effective, repeatable, and it doesn't cause injury, and you're good.
Does that mean you look at the output almost more than the actual act of how it happens?
Absolutely, and it's about the outcome. You figure out how to get to that outcome as long as you're able to get to it successfully.
There was a horrible period, wasn't there, of kind of over-coaching, over-technical correctness, particularly in England. they completely changed their syllabus, didn't they, in terms of now the more modern way, probably more of an Australian viewpoint, and particularly think of the unorthodoxy here within this part of the world. The Sri Lankan players, the Indian players, and the Pakistani players, they're the ones now that are being looked to. Afghanistan too, think of Rashid Khan.
Yeah, it makes you wonder as well over the years how many good players we might have lost, because coaches and selectors might have thought, well, this person does not look ideal and therefore is not the right person for that role. But yeah, it's really, technique is important in a way, but it's just an enabler to become successful. If you cannot manipulate that technique when you're out there, given the scenario of the game, then it's worthless.
Again, loving this little mono v mono battle. India v Pakistan. Sohail Tanvir v Shikhar Dhawan.
I really wonder if you're even looking at it that way. It could just be two players having a good time out in the middle. Really positive to see that the contest on the field is often matched with some great friendship off the field, and that's what you want to see from sport. We want to see positivity coming out of sport. Shape again, and this time it's well left. Required run rate just shy of 7 runs. It's not the largest of totals that the Yaks are chasing here, 131. So we take a look at that movement away, just nipping away from the right-hander. What an experience this is for some of the locals to get to face someone with the likes of Sohail Tanvir. A lot of the internationals, the overseas players, bringing their set of experiences, the knowledge that they bring. And that really helps grow the sport faster for the locals too, doesn't it?
A tight start from two excellent bowlers. Yaks, 12 for none.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs your way of quality living.
अब सिद्धार्थ बैंकको कार्ड प्रयोग गरी खरिद गर्दा मोबाइल बैंकिङबाट टप अप गर्दा रिवार्ड पोइन्ट अर्न गर्नुहोस् सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Oh, this place in the morning game is going to be a sea of yellow as the Sudar Pashim Royals be at it again. They'll be looking to make it 3 from 3. Just as Chitwan Rhinos are looking to make it 3 from 3. To do so, they're going to have to bowl exceptionally well. Yaks right now won't be concerned with the required run rate. It's only 7 per over. Just want to keep wickets in hand through this power play. Keeper now up to the stumps.
Yeah, well played this. Moves across the stumps, just works it into the leg side, tucks it for a quick single. You only need 7 runs and over. The bowling side, they've got to try and find a miracle somewhere. Need a couple of quick breakthroughs, especially if you can get the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan. Big win that. Had a couple of decent innings already here at the Nepal Premier League.
Must be a single into the leg side. If you're just tuning in for the first time, maybe enjoying the action on Star Sports, wondering how the competition works, there's a captain, Kushal Malla. This is the points table. 8 teams, each play each other once, and the top 4 go to the playoffs. Big advantage if you finish first or second, because you get 2 chances to go to the grand final. Exact same as that kind of IPL style format to the playoffs. If you finish in the bottom 4, you're gone. Cannot get your hands on the iconic trophy. Dhawan pulls this away imperiously in some style. His second boundary The best shot of the chase thus far.
Now, making matters a bit more difficult for the Rhinos. 202 tournament fours now. Shikhar Dhawan gets a good hold of this, just a bit too short, and helped into the leg side, pulled beautifully. There's 1 bounce, 4 runs. And they're loving it. The Yaks fans. Good to see the skipper coming and having a chat with the bowler. Just get a bit of confidence back in him. Really need to bowl in the right areas though when you're defending a low total like this. And they've swayed on the line, they've swayed on the length.
Now through the offside, a little 1-2 salvo from Shikhar Dhawan. In fact, it's gone all the way for 6. What a shot that is. Slightly over pitched, yes. Imperious again from Dhawan.
Boy, he's made this look very easy, Shikhar Dhawan. Over-pitched, and just the amount of power in those wrists. Doesn't overhit it, but he's timed that through the offside, through the covers for 6. That's a difficult looking shot that he's made look very easy.
Now the pressure piled on young Rajan Dakal. He's changing the field everywhere. Back goes the man where the 6 was hit, and up comes deep third. So there's a cover sweeper now in place. Here's Dhawan going to target. Happy to take the single. That's excellent batting, using every ounce of his experience. Bang, bang, single. 11 runs, 3 balls. Dhawan looking so good.
He just needs to try and keep his length in line, Dakal. The boundary was a bit too short. The 6 a bit too full. He can just get that consistency on the length and the line. He can try and keep his side in this contest for the Rhinos. This one, decent length, just able to push it into the offside for a quick single.
That's whipped away. There's protection out there. Dev Canal wants the second. Shikhar says, no, we've got enough runs from this over. And right he was. 14 come off it. It's 26 for none.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
विदेश घुमघामको फन एनसेल रोमिङले थप्छ छन्। बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक्स रु 100 देखि सुरु। डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
Just a little incident whilst we were in between the overs there. Shikhar, maybe one of the stars of the show in this MPL, but he's been treated rightly, as he should be, like every other player, by our 2 standing umpires. I think it relates to an incident the previous over where Shikhar may have just run straight down the pitch. Let's take a look here. I think he's all right there. Not near the danger zone for me. Then look at this. It's a stern old word, isn't it, from Bismillah Janchinwari. And Shikhar, have a look at this. Not happy. Off he goes. Happened a couple of times in the over. Wonder will that fire Shikhar up. Now here's a good move, I think. Get some experience into the attack. Sharad Visakar, very handy off spinner. I think he'd probably prefer to be bowling to Shikhar Dhawan, but he'll have to bowl to Dev Canal now. The legends of the game here. Sharad, he's a canny bowler too.
Starts well. I think the trick for the Yaks is this left-hand, right-hand combination. Doesn't allow for the bowlers to settle. And with that single, now he's got to readjust his line because he's got Shikhar Dhawan, the lefty, on strike.
He's worked a lot on his bowling in recent years. He didn't bowl a huge amount at the start of his career. As he's moved into the veteran territory, he's definitely got more control of his off breaks. Quite a stylish bowler, actually. Does give it a tweak. Dhawan will canter back for a couple here very easily.
Three bowlers used so far between Sohail Tanveer, the call, and now Sharad. No breakthrough yet. And this is foreign territory for the Rhinos, where the openers haven't picked up early wickets. Sohail Tanveer, 5 for a couple of games ago, bowled really well in the last game. Dekal picked up wickets as well.
Yeah, 3 for in his first outing, then 5 for in his second. Incredible from Sohail Tanveer. But he's been kept wicketless. Just doing a bit of look at the career numbers for Tanveer and Dhawan. They never actually played against each other in an India v Pakistan game, which is surprising given their career spans were similar. Tanveer 2007, 2017. Shikhar started a little later, but his last international in 2022. But we're getting to see them square off here in Nepal. Good start from the Yaks. It's 31 for none.
यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
प्रस्तुत छ 10 प्लास्ट अटुट जोड मजबुत सम्बन्ध 10 प्लास्ट पाइप्स फिटिंग्स ट्याङ्क्स member of 10 group
अब खेल्नेछ नेपाल
Good start this by the Yaks. No fireworks, but there don't need to be any. It's column that looks really healthy. Will want to be just managing things like this. There's an appeal. We're going to go and have a look upstairs. Well played, decision pending. Dev Karnali seems pretty confident that he's okay. Bowled beautifully, wasn't it? No pace on it.
Nicely bowled from Mala. Very canny left arm spinner. Hike across the line. Too early with the shot. Should be safe. I was just going to say HD. Are the Yaks going to be the first team not to lose a wicket in power play? Am I going to jinx it? 5.1, 31. They've blunted the new ball attack, which is a win. Tanveer and Dakal, yeah, that's not out. Rightfully so.
You're 100% right. That's exactly what they obviously went out there and did and said, look, their real threat is Tanveer and Dakal at the top. They've done all the damage for the Rhinos over the course of their opening few games. Let's just look after them. Yep, we'll score, but there's no need for us to take any unnecessary risks. We're only chasing 130. They've done it brilliantly.
Good to see Shikhar going and having a chat with Dev Karnali, the young under-19 batter. 9 of 18 balls. He's under a bit of pressure to score.
That's the best place to settle at the non-striker's end. Does well to get off.
That's what Shikhar would have said. Give me the strike against the left-arm spinner. Don't do anything silly. It's good to have that calming influence sometimes as a senior batter. When so much goes through the mind of a youngster, just to have that nerves of calm, just come in your ear and give you the right type of advice.
What does Shikhar Dhawan have for us here against the left-arm spin of Mala? He over pitches. Shikhar Dhawan will go downtown, over long on, down even towards the mid-wicket area. So Mala can't afford to be too full. Nicely bowled. Good over from Kushal Mala. So the power play is done. They haven't lost a wicket. The Yaks have 32.
Welcome to IME Pay Wallet. IME Pay भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
We always have early starts here. It's a little bit chilly in the morning. But once that sun comes out, it really is quite beautiful, and the grass banks are starting to fill up nicely. By the time the afternoon game starts, we're pretty much at capacity. Sherrod's going to keep going, bowled a tidy first over, and for just the 5. At the feet.
Yeah, good from Dev Karnal. It's a good use of the fade, good shot into the gap along the ground, gets him a couple. Needs to get a little bit of move on that will take the pressure off Shikhar Dhawan. It's been a cautious start, 34 for no loss.
No, not convincing. Do you think he feels pressure? Do you think a player with that experience feels pressure? Do cricketers always feel it no matter the competition they play in? It's pitched well outside leg stump.
Everyone feels a little bit, especially when you come to a tournament like this. You've got such expectations and you've got that pride in your performance. So definitely Shikhar will have a bit of nerves. That's more like it. That's the Dev Karnal we know. And he's taken full toll of the senior Sharad Vezavkar. And they're getting a move on now, just after power play. And Shikhar Dhawan has been such a good influence for him. It's a Siddharth Bank 6, crossing ropes, creating hopes. Good shot, change of angle from over the wicket, but was right into the wheelhouse. And is dispatched way into the crowd. Good swing of the bat, he's coming back around the wicket now. You like that angle, don't you, HD?
I've always been a fan of the left arm spinners bowl around the wicket to right-handers, but I like to see left arm spinners bowl around the wicket to left-handers. I like to see off spinners bowl around the wicket to right. I just think it's more of an attacking angle of attack. I know that I might be speaking predominantly about the longer version of the game because it gives you more modes of dismissal. The ball, you get someone LBW, get them caught slip. What's your feeling?
100%. It just brings more modes of dismissals into play, especially day one. If there's rough, it's understandable that you go over the wicket, try and hit those foot marks. But on a good wicket, if you can spin the ball around the wicket, definitely creates a better angle. See Nathan Lyon doing that. It's 7 overs gone, 43 for no loss.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्. तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ. इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
Neoco solar water heaters. water purifiers. Chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfee Stock Fantasy.
Motor and JQ, the fastest growing brand in the world. Blade battery technology. Wow, technology is moving far too quickly for my liking. What a beautiful car that is.
We enjoyed that drive to the stadium the other day. It's quite comfortable, I must say. We were sitting in front, looking at that giant sort of screen they have, the tap screen. It's beautiful.
Just had the privilege of driving in it for the one day. Here we see the left-handed Mala bowling around the wicket to the left-handed Shikhar. I just think even in one-day cricket, let's just look at a left-hander bowling to a left-hander, for example, is that when it comes down the wicket, the ball can go straight on past the outside edge. You can get someone out stumped. You can't just nonchalantly plonk your front pad down the wicket, because if it lands on and straightens, you can get someone out LBW. So I like the fact that it gets even used in the shorter versions of the game. You were speaking about Nathan Lyon. Too often, I think the spinners are happy to be just hit down the ground for a single every ball. And so left armers will bowl over the wicket to the left-hander, and they'll just plug them away down to long on through mid-wicket and score too easily. Easiest way to restrict a team is by getting wickets.
No doubt. And when you bowl round the wicket, you bring both edges into play. You can slide the one across the left-hander or bring it back and get him LB. Very difficult to get an LBW decision from over the wicket, because your impact is either outside off or the ball is turning down leg. And with the DRS coming in, people are scared to sweep when you bowl round the wicket.
Such a high scoring stroke now, isn't it? The sweep and the reverse sweep. All teams so well supported here at the TU. Bowled well, Kushal Mala. Just 6 now in his 2 overs. That's 8 gone, 48 without loss.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म क्यास पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
Vivo. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Struggle for the Rhinos this morning. Only Ravi Bapara came to terms with a surface that produced a little bit of spin. His unbeaten 59, getting them to 130 for 7. Nice stroke, finds the gap, but it'll just be 1. Edge closer to that 50 mark. No real risks being taken here, Shriyam.
No necessity for a risk as well. 6.93 the asking rate. Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton from Namibia. 12 wickets. More known for his batting, HT. He's got one of the fastest hundreds on this ever ground. Good piece of bowling. Skidded off the surface. Very good. Lofty-Eaton. Stump to stump. Just get it on a little quicker.
Just wonder here whether the Yaks can dig themselves into a hole, because there's no real risks. We did see Dev Kunal hit a towering 6 over deep mid-wicket. Now we go. There we go. It'll just be 1, but Just wonder if there needs to be a little bit more authority in this partnership now that they're nearing the halfway mark.
I agree with you. I'll tell you, Shikhar will be well aware of that. 50 comes up, 50 opening partnership. I think this is one of the highest opening partnerships of the NPL so far. Dev Karnal has to get going. Shikhar will be happy to bat through the innings. His experience will be so vital in this chase. But Dev Karnal has to show a little more urgency just to take the pressure off Shikhar and not allow that required run rate to go up too much.
Another dot ball. So a good over there. 9 gone now. 50 without loss.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
DHI happier home today sahi.
Shikhar Dhawan still happy to just knock it around for ones, but Dev Karnal is striking it at 77 at the moment. He needs to pick that up, get that strike rate above 100 somehow. Yes, it's not a towering score that they're after, but the nerves can jangle in the dugout if a wicket or two goes down now, because that required rate is drifting upwards towards 8. That barely got to the other side. He bowled it so slowly.
He's giving no pace at all. Yeah, I completely agree with you, especially if Shikhar gets out. There might be a bit of panic if they have another couple of slow overs. Yeah, definitely up to Dev Karnal now. Shikhar will wait for his right matchup. He'll target the right bowler, knowing him. He'll be around the 12th, 13th over. If he just steps on the gas, he will target one big over, which will just release the pressure. And he's waiting for that right moment. But before that, Dev Karnal has to make a bit of a play here.
Still heavy favourites. The Yaks with 10 wickets still in hand. Another dot ball.
No Babar Hayat today. Will Bosisto in the team. Gulshan Jha, he will get to bat. A couple of wickets fall.
There's a big shout and given. Kushal Mala, the captain, has the breakthrough for the Rhinos, and there is the wicket that they were looking for.
Yeah. It's a painful innings from Dev Karnal that comes to an end. So slow. You could have hit him down the ground. Sweep shot, into the shot early. Plumb in front. No hesitation from the umpire. Kushal Malla strikes. First wicket down, important wicket too. Dev Karnal goes for 25 of 34.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Himsta for a complete home. Vivo.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
DHI happier home. Today's hey.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs your way of quality living.
Such style and panache. Right on the money again. Really good from him. Halfway stage, 53 for 1.
Is that you again? Why do I want you all the time?
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Even leg buys. This might be interesting. Karnali Patel joins me again. Yaks in full control here, but the Rhinos certainly scrapping away, making it hard for them.
A bit more. That's your leg stick. That's off stick, perfect. Yeah.
They picked up a wicket. They desperately needed it. Dave Karnali, 25 of 34, played a handy knock, but for the Rhinos, they need a lot more than that. They need, well, both of these two batters can hit a long ball, and if they can pick both of them up, they might get themselves in a better position.
Full toss, guided away, but protection it there, long off, does well. Let's take a look at this from Kushal Malamanali. He's known as a very shy, timid young man, often retiring. Good decision for me, definitely LBW. Now look at the celebrations, look at the roars. You do not see this from Mala often.
Excellent, excellent, good going.
Something that the Cricket Association of Nepal have done. They had a big role in picking those 8 icon players, and Mala was probably the one that was on the edge. Would it have been Gulshan Jha? Could it have been Kushal Mala? But they went with Mala, and they've given him a leadership role, and I love the way he's embracing it. Looks a completely different character leading the team. Really enjoying what I'm seeing from him as the captain, whether they win or lose today.
Well, that's the part that's been so commendable for me with the Nepal Premier League. The setup of the league where they've highlighted the local players. Normally you see these franchise leagues and you see a lot of international players come in as captains. Doesn't really give the locals the same sort of exposure, but this, when you've got your locals getting that exposure, when you allow them to lead from the front, it brings in that sense of responsibility. It also grows the amount of responsibility and maturity within them. Well, that's the happy dance smile, sparkly smile fan of the match. She does have some really nice pearly whites. No braces needed there either.
Power, vintage, trademark, Chadwick Walton. The man from the Caribbean just stands and delivers at Siddhartha Bank 6. right into the deep end of the 11th. 64 for 1.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs your way of quality living.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Vivo.
Definite advantage. In fact, anyone who's played at this venue will tell you the best time of the day to bat 11:30 a.m. through to 2 p.m. And you see exactly why with this 6 from Chadwick Walton.
He got a hold of this one and went straight down the ground. Good distance and into the crowd. It's a drop catch, buddy. He did have to deal with that big fence in front of him, though, so we'll give him that one.
I've seen 2 so far, the whole competition. I suspect there'll be plenty more, though, particularly tomorrow, where you won't be able to see a single part of the grass banks, already sold out.
Yeah, I missed the last weekend, so this is going to be my first experience of a weekend match here. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely buzzing here.
And they've designed the schedule really well. So we actually get 4 Saturday games in total. Opening match of the tournament was a Saturday. We'll have one tomorrow, then next week, and then it all builds up to the grand final on Saturday, the 21st of December. This has been one of the great things for me. We're not going to see the legacy of this competition immediately. There's already been an impact, yes. Legacy in 5, 10, 15 years. The inaugural MPL. I think it could be really transformational for cricket that's already in the correct trajectory here in this country. Seen a 16-year-old probably be the star of the entire match today, coming through a talent hunt. Got an under-19 Nepal women's side going to a World Cup for the first time next month. Future is very, very bright indeed here in Nepal. This MPL is only going to help that.
And that tends to happen when you have the right people in the right places, doesn't it? They've done a phenomenal job here in Nepal. Cricket being led by the right people, the initiatives that they've put in, the sponsors that this tournament has, big names. Shows the amount of backing and trust that they have in cricket here in Nepal.
Really good spell. Might be in a losing cause possibly, but it's fantastic from Mala. 1 for 13 for him. It's 68 for 1.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Tapay ko, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Neros.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs your way of quality living.
Mata, kasu. Prabhu Insurance so साथ. Ani, tapayko?
Prabhu Insurance, protecting your future.
Got a good shot of her in the morning. She was all bundled up. It's now soaking in the sunshine.
Change in bowling. Leg spin. Oh, and a real drag down. Just help yourself. Could have hit it anywhere, but picks out the man in the deep. I'm not sure Walton's running particularly well. Don't know if he's twinged something, but we're mainly going to see big hitting. So one wrist spinner replaces the other. Luke Benkenstein has really impressed me. I know that first delivery was a loosener, a drag down. I promise you I bowled plenty of them, particularly early in my spells, but lovely rhythm, a good googly like you saw there. Bowls at a flat trajectory, but within that still gets good revs on the ball, which then creates drift back into the right-hander. Very talented young cricketer in this competition this time. And he's played for England under-19s. Same World Cup where Dev Kanal was captain for Nepal. That one's into the slot. And a help down the ground, goes all the way.
Just a little too full this time in the slot, and it's been helped away. It's another maximum. Getting a piece of this, Walton. Eyes nice and big on that ball and plays straight over the bowler's head. Good looking shot this. 6 runs added, and now just 55 needed off 45. They're racing towards that target, the Yaks.
Won't be the first time, won't be the last time, we'll say it. Best place to score. Straight down the ground here at the TU. Tries to repeat the dose. That's not going to help his movement between the wickets. He's just not moving with complete fluency, so I think, as he indicates to Shikhar Dhawan, that's come out of the back of the hand. That was the googly. That's why it came off the inside edge. I think we're going to see big hits and singles and very little else. Look at the thigh pad. No, giving us a wide. Ooh.
I don't know about this one. I thought that definitely came off of something. Maybe the thighs. A bit unlucky for the bowler.
Quite a significant deflection, I thought, off the thigh pad. Can't toss it up to Chadwick Walton. He'll just hammer you all day onto the grass banks. Brilliant from the man from Jamaica. 6 more.
The second one of the over. And Walton's found a liking to Benkenstein. This time through the offside. And it goes even longer than the previous one. Dispatched for another maximum.
End of the over, it's a big one. 15 come from it. In fact, this has given us a wide as well. Still one to come. Again, thought that might have flicked something down the leg side. So still 1 ball to come. Will be 17 from the over overall. 85 for 1 the score.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ, your way of quality living.
Himstar for a complete home.
Chitwan Rhinos had made it 3 from 3. You could have almost maybe possibly nailed 3 of the 4 qualification spots with the Royals. The Bolts and the Rhinos looking ever so good on 6 points each. Well, the Royals are only in 4, but I'm sure they will get to 6 soon. Ravi Bapara into the attack. Up down the ground for a single. They're not going to run fluently between the wickets, just going to jog through, don't need to do anything else. But with the Yaks looking very good for a win here, this points table is going to get fascinating. You can't afford to toss it up like that to Chadwick Walton. Loves anything full.
Yeah, 2 cracking shots in the previous over. A bit of a freebie on both occasions, and it just helped get a bit closer to that target. 45 off 41, now 44 off 40. And this is excellent running, actually. We said they needed wickets, the Rhinos, and the wickets haven't come. A new bowler introduced in Bopara. And yet to get another breakthrough after that initial one from Dave Kanal.
Yeah, that wicket going to Kushal Malla, the only wicket taker so far. Dev Kanal played his part. Good opening partnership, worth 53. Sheeker slashes that away in some style. He's looking so good. Might be thinking of back-to-back 50s now.
It's quite incredible the amount of power he can generate playing through the offside. This one slapped, and he gets it as backward as he can. Up and over the infield, and it races away for another boundary. They've really struggled finding their line and length. The Rhinos just haven't shown up with the ball as we've seen in the past from them, and I think they've been so heavily reliant on those two opening bowlers getting the early breakthroughs, which didn't happen today.
And that's where the approach in this chase has been so good. The first 3 overs, there's only 12 runs. Was there any panic from Shikhar Dhawan or Dev Kanal? Absolutely not. Dev Kanal's going to learn from Shikhar Dhawan. It can only be good for him. There's also just been a little bit of errant lines and lengths. This one might have just flicked the pad, not given us a wide.
Maybe a slight pad on the way. I love the appeal though, so animated behind the stumps, so animated.
That's the one that's purely trying to say to the umpire, don't extend your arms. Oh, one-handed pickup might have made it interesting. Instead, Walton will keep the strike. He started very fluently. Yaks 94 for 1.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9 hash.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
Overs 16 to 20. Great thing for the Yaks is they don't need to do any slogging. They need just over a run of ball. 37 to win off 36. They're in complete control. And I actually think they've played really well thus far in the tournament. None from 2 doesn't sum up their contributions. So they'll deserve this win if they can close it out. And a good move from Kushal Malla. He has to roll the dice, get his strike bowler, the tournament's leading wicket taker, back into the attack. Sohail Tanvir is treated with some disdain immediately, but a marvellous piece of fielding. And it's Rijan Dakal doing it for his opening partner. Quite brilliant.
That's the ultraviolet F77, industry leading range of 323 kilometers, and it's a really it's an absolute stunner. Sports motorcycling enthusiasts are going to love this.
Fans loving the action there as well, aren't they? Up on the hill. It's Pakistan versus India again with Tanvir. The Shikhar Dhawan now. Have a look at this. Rijan Dakal has already spoken about how inspired he's been by Sohail Tanvir, and he put everything on the line there. And you can see why Sohail Tanvir said in that interview, that flash we had with him, that he's been so impressed by the standard of fielding amongst all of the local Nepal players. That's 3 runs saved. Marvellous effort.
The fielding standards is something that we've spoken about consistently. In fact, even when you were in Canada for the Canada-Oman-Nepal series, it's quite wonderful to watch the Nepalese in the field and just how attacking they are with the ball. They take their catches really well as well. excellent throws. And we can't forget Dipender Singh Ari. He is hands down one of their best in the field.
Yeah, he's the one that hits the headlines, but it's about much more than Dipender Singh Ari. Rohit Paudel, Kushal Bertel, wonderful fielders. That one is quite perfect, really, isn't it? They never met in international cricket, these two, but they're squaring off here in Kathmandu. Dhawan into the 40s, and he's definitely winning the India v Pakistan battle.
The shot is really, really good, top class. Mid-off had no chance in that. It absolutely flies off the bat as well. Places it so well. It's a couple bounces straight into the boundary. Shikhar Dhawan's having a great time out of the middle. 43 off 38, getting close to that half-century mark.
And hammered away again, and this time it's a misfield, but a great recovery. Oh yes. Not the best effort at first. But Santosh Karki, I think he's recovered wonderfully well to save a couple of runs here. Deprive Gabber of another boundary. I think he's done very well. Athletic effort, body on the line, and 2 runs saved.
Yeah, you got to give him some credit for that. Very athletic effort. Yes, he made the mistake first up, but he did really well to cover up that mistake. Just the 2 runs. 50-run partnership comes up as well off 32 deliveries.
But he was loading up there to get to 50 with a maximum. Gabber putting on a show here in Kathmandu. The 100's up. It's 103 for 1.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
What a fine partnership this between Dhawan and Walton. It's been Walton who's looked so good in the middle. Got a start in the last game as well, hit a couple of 4s, then threw it away. But today he's putting up Rice on his wicket. 50 unbeaten runs between the two. And he continues to pile on the runs. Sridhar and Sriram alongside me. Good morning, Sri. This is a good outing for the Karnali Yaks.
Definitely. They needed this after 2 defeats. They needed a win, and they're well placed to get on the points table. 51 partnership, 2 experienced players, Chadwick Walton and Shikhar Dhawan.
Is that a soft dismissal? Dhawan standing his ground. Lofty Eaton believes that came directly into his palms. Dhawan says it's on the bounce. Shinwari will go up to Subedi to have a quick chat. Shri, your thoughts?
Have to have another look. It was all too quick. Wasn't very sure. He's gone upstairs. Has Shinwari. It happened so quick, Nikhil. It was very hard to see. The bowler's reaction said that he's had it. But Dhawan wasn't convinced. And Chadwick said it bounced as well. So we've got to wait and see. 45, Shikhar Dhawan today batting. Rashid Riaz, the third umpire. Front foot's fine by the looks of it. Got to keep moving. Taken on the full by Shikhar. Oh, that's a big call the umpire has to make. Very tough. Really cannot make out there. Glad I'm not the third umpire.
Yeah, that's one piece of information with a front-on angle. Maybe a side-on view and become a bit more conclusive in deciding whether this ball went on the bounce. That tells another story here. How much of the benefit of doubt question comes in favor of the batter, Yashri?
Taken out on the full and hit it straight into the ground. That's my question. Still not very clear. I'm glad I'm not the third umpire. Really very hard to make out.
In real time, the first impression suggested it went on the bounce maybe. But the bowler was very confident and he immediately threw the ball up in the air as well.
He wouldn't know. The bowler wouldn't know. As far as it carried to him, that's what he will see. But whether Shikhar took it on the full and hit it straight into the ground, that was my question. Because the ball came back to the bowler at a fair pace. If the ball had come off the bat, it looped up a little because the ball was dropping. So my only thinking is whether Shikhar's hit it straight into the ground, because the ball came back to Lofty Eaton a lot quicker. It's nervous moments for Shikhar, who's been batting so well. They're coasting to a win.
Yeah, everyone's eyes transfixed on that big screen. Yeah, we have two visuals, two angles. Yeah, so close. Rashid Riaz, the third umpire, will have to take a call on this one. Two on-field umpires, Shinwari and Subedi, had a quick chat and decide to refer that upstairs. Dhawan's on 45. Yaks need 27 from 29. In the driver's seat. At the moment, they'll have to just wait and watch. That's how it is. Anxious moments here for Shikhar Dhawan. He's batted too well to be dismissed in such fashion. 45 of 40, 4 fours, 1 6. A partnership of worth 51 runs in the middle with Walton at the moment. Yeah, both the angles. Want to believe maybe the bowler had a reason here to celebrate, Shri. Lofty Eaton has a valid reason maybe to go up in the air and say that I have my man.
Yeah, it's how the third umpire interprets this. Not much that we can say. Just get a feeling he might have just hit it into the ground. Now that they're looking at the catch, I think the third umpire is pretty clear that's gone off the full. It's a good reaction catch from Lofty Eaton. An end-pay decision pending. Is out. Shikhar Dhawan has to walk back. Very, very good innings from Shikhar Dhawan comes to an end in an unfortunate manner. He took it on the full and the umpire interprets that he hit it straight back into the bowler's hands. Cotton bowl, Lofty Eaton, Shikhar Dhawan. 7.
Shikhar Dhawan departing there for 45. We're coming to you live from the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium here in Kirtipur. As Ishan Maqsood comes out to bat, and very fine cricketer, loads of experience, had a very good outing with the ball early in the day. 750s, 100, a best of 102 against Bahrain.
Watch it.
And he's off the mark with a single as well.
Come on, look.
You know him well, don't you? Ishan Ansari bowled very well today. 2 for 22 of his 4. Very experienced campaigner. Played a lot for Oman, didn't he?
He's the former captain, was the captain for a very long time.
Watch it.
And a very fine batter as well. Something good about him is he would float himself in that batting order depending on situations. He would come in very early to bowl for Oman as well. Perfect all-rounder in the side.
Watch.
Remember you telling me off air that he can be very destructive on his day. They'll want no more panic here. The Yaks, they will want to finish this off as easily as possible. Rishan goes big. He just gets it straight to the long on fielder. Just a single. 4 runs and a wicket of the over. It's 107 for 2.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9 hash.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
And they are in the driver's seat, cruising along. They have lost Shikhar Dhawan some time back, but Walton 30 in 18. Right, that's Kulti.com. That's where you can get all your tickets for the matches. They have been fantastic in managing all the tickets and all of it. The fantastic ticketing management done by Kulti. Super Saturday, Super Sunday coming along. Fans, quickly go to Kulti.com, book your tickets. Some great matches lined up this weekend. You want to be here in the epicenter of all the action.
I won't be surprised if it's sold out very quickly. So you've got to rush if you want to be here. People taking every vantage point. And it's such a wonderful turnout we've had so far. With some good cricket, lovely atmosphere, song, dance, music. We've had it all here at the TU.
This could be close. Yes, it is. Bopara strikes. Walton has to depart. He's looked so good in his stay in the middle. And against the run of play, 2 quick wickets means the Yaks are making life difficult for themselves in this chase. It's the experience of Bopara that induces a wicket for the Rhinos.
Just jacked back a little bit. Rushed Chadwick Walton on the back foot and was as close as it can get. Ravi Bopara strikes. Good performance with the bat, but now comes back with the ball as well. 2 quick wickets gone. Is there a twist in the tail? Chadwick Walton gone quick fire, 30 of 19. It's 108 for 3.
Dhawan and Walton stitched a 50-plus partnership, both back in the dugout. Arjun Bitalu walks out a best of 33. All they need right now, the Yaks, is 23 from 22. No panic still in the batting ranks and dugout. Straightforward chase, 7 wickets in hand. But Rhinos putting on a fight.
The Rhinos are not going down easily. Very, very experienced Ravi Bopara. Jags one back. One of those off-cutters that he bowls. Hurried Chadwick Walton off the pitch. Just played a bit across the line, did Chadwick Walton. Didn't expect the ball to come onto him so quick. And the experienced Ravi Bopara makes it count. Yeah, still no panics here, Mikhail, but one more wicket. Could be a bit of panic, especially Zishan Maqsood.
This coming too far across in this occasion. And ideally, you'd want to believe Maqsood can finish off things and complete formalities from here on. Technically, they're 3 to 4 hits away from what will be a good win, but who's going to get that for them?
The catch-22 situation. Do you want to go and finish it off quick, or do you just want to take it as it comes and do it in singles and boundaries? So we've got to wait and see. Vitalu, one more single for him.
Rhinos used as many as 8 bowlers in their last fixture. And today they've used 7. Bopara being the 7th option. In amongst wickets, Malla and Lofty Eaton as well have accounted for a wicket apiece. Yeah, that kind of a target right now from here on, where you don't need to hit big runs. Just go out there and find the singles. You'll be held by a few ordinary deliveries like this as well.
A little bit of help from the bowling team always is nice. Extras going up to 7. Slower ball attempted by Bopara, off the radar. They all want a 6, don't they?
Yeah, they'll want to push for the second run, but they'll only settle for 1. Fielders were placed deep on the ropes over there. Right, into the final 3 overs, 18 runs needed. It's 1-1-3 for 3.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai. Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
International Cricket Stadium here in Kirtipur. Match number 10 on day 6. This is the media box. Yeah, it's a very proactive media center over here, bringing out all the news, updates, reviews, previews and interviews as well. Kudos to all the journalists and media professionals to be covering this very fine event, the inaugural edition of the NPL. Yeah, Sri, just trying to get into the mind of a batter. You've played for India, you've played for your Ranji side, you've been everywhere, you've played a lot of cricket. At this stage of the game, what's the general mindset of a batter to go after the bowling or just go about getting singles and getting to the target?
Good question. I think you've just got to play your right matchup. If you fancy a particular bowler, definitely go for it. Go for it early in the over. Take that risk early in the over. And when I say risk, it should be within your game plan, within your strengths. But definitely go early in the over and wait for the right matchup. Now with Rajan Dekal, everything's coming into Maqsood, so he can take a chance. Short and wide this time. Rajan Dekal has been a very, very good bowler. He'll swing the new ball up front. He's got the slower ball as well. As far as Arjun Bital is concerned, he's got to give the strike back to Zishan Maqsood. And if it's a loose delivery, definitely take full toll. But the primary role of Arjun Bital is to give the strike back to Zishan. And if it's a loose ball, put it away for a boundary.
That's a nice hit. Get him only 1. Ideally, you'd want to believe, had the Rhinos got something around 150, 160, the Yaks would have been struggling once again.
Always. That's the Rhino. So nice. Chitwan, the area is famous for its forest reserve and the game parks that they have. The one-horned rhino is very famous in Chitwan province.
They're just going big on this one. At the non-strikers end, it could be a bit of a trouble here for Maqsood. He was struggling. Pushed for a single by his partner Arjun at the non-strikers end. He had to respond, but it never looked like he was making it.
He's tried to swing it on the leg side, inside half of the bat, straight to Sohail Tanvir. If he had hit the stumps at the non-striker's end, Zishan Maqsood was gone for all money. Rijan Dikal, he could have come to the stumps as well to collect the ball.
Yeah, the singles will do the job here for the Karnali Yaks at the moment. One hit to the fence will also just add more confirmation as to where this result is panning out, and trust this man to just keep an eye on the open vacant spaces.
Sohail Tanvir, I presume, will bowl the next over. So he's got one more. This is Rijan Dikal's third. So Sohail will bowl the 19th and Dakal will bowl the last if it goes that far. So the next over, if Sohail Tanvir can bowl a very economical over, it'll set up a good game for the last over.
All happening here in the middle. The batter set off for a single. Great glove work behind the stumps as well. Zishan Maqsood was clueless as to where the ball had gone after it.
A big swipe across the line again. Not a catch. But the keeper recovering quickly. Again, he had to hit the stump. Zishan's living dangerously here. He's not even in the frame. Zishan Maqsood, 13 of 13. 2 more overs, Tanvir and Dakal. Could be an interesting game if the next over is an economical one from Sohail Tanvir.
Poor bowling. All you need to do is just keep it in the width of the stumps. And when you have deliveries like this coming in, you don't need to make those hasty runs. Take those hasty singles in the middle.
Yeah, attempted slower ball into the pitch. Falling off his action, Rijan Dakal. Yeah, finish it off well, Rijan. Got Sohail Tanvir to bowl one more over. So, as long as this ball doesn't go for a boundary, it'll be good.
They're going too hard at that one. Maqsood's not interested in the second. He wants to keep strike for the penultimate over. 11 needed in the 12 deliveries. 120 for 3.
मैच को मिठो साथी रिजल्ट्स नमकीन जति खाए पनि खाउ खाउ लाग्ने
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
इसकोमा खेलको मजा छ बेग्लै हरेक खेल हेरिन्छ साथी होस् या एक्लै
Dish Home, खुशीको connection.
Ideally, you'd want to believe the Yaks should have made little work of this chase, boosted their net run rate and reached home easily, convincingly. A bit of a fight for them in the middle. They don't want to take it to the last over. They have 7 wickets in hand. This goes to show and document how this tournament so far has been for the Yaks. Yes, Sohail Tanvir it is. And as Sri Ram rightly pointed out, if he gets a good over going, we are in for a final over which will have a cinematic experience.
Yeah, the loss of Chadwick Walton and Shikhar Dhawan have set him back a little bit. Yeah, it's too experienced, Sohail Tanvir. He's not going to give Zishan Maqsood any freebies. Zishan Maqsood will have to work really hard for his runs. 11 of 11. And could we be set up for a final over? She's thinking that as well, maybe. He's a Karnali Yaks supporter.
Yeah, he's just been a little clueless today. Running between the wickets has been very ordinary. That'll be referred upstairs. I want to believe he made it in. But he's just not been able to assess and absorb the pressure at the moment, Zishan Maqsood. So unlike him.
NPA decision pending. He might just be caught napping here. I have a feeling the bat might be in the air. Not much excitement around, but these direct hits can prove so close. He was a bit lazy coming back. Oh, he's made it. He's made his ground. It's good. Zishan Maqsood's made his ground.
Yeah, but interestingly, it's a dot. Not out on the big screen. 2 consecutive dots. 11 needed from 10 now. Fuller delivery. There again, unable to dig that out. 3 dots in a row. Sohail Tanvir's experience coming to the fore. Zishan Maqsood feeling the heat as well.
What a bowler Sohail Tanvir is, especially back end of the innings. He's got a good Yorker. He's got terrific change of pace. It was good to see his interview as well. He said when the wicket's helping, he goes into the wicket, and when the wicket's flat, he goes back of the hand to get it fuller. He's got all the tricks. 11 required from 9. They need a boundary here, the Yaks, to ease things a little bit. Can Zishan Maqsood find it?
Tension building in the middle. Too quick for him. They'll get a single, but what an over this has turned out to be so far. 4 deliveries, just the 1 run. 11 and 8 now. Rather 10 and 8.
Terrifically bowled, hard length into the body. No room for Zishan Maqsood to swing his arms. And it was pace on as well. That's the thing with Sohail Tanvir, is pace on and pace off. There is so much difference between his quicker ball and the slower ball. You can't adjust the bat swing. It's never easy, especially if you've not played him before. Terrific over. There's just one coming of 4 balls. It's a big challenge for Bitalu. Suddenly the Rhinos are smelling something. 10 from 8. And the last over will be bowled by Rijan Dekal. Arjun Bitalu, can he find a boundary to ease the pressure a bit?
Tensions reaching its crescendo. Another dot delivery. What are we witnessing over here? The Yaks in the driver's seat and now struggling to get and knock off the remaining 10 runs.
That was short, pace on. Bitalu going too hard at it. Yeah. Malla is sensing blood. 10 required of 7. They needed 11 of 12, remember. Dot, 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 1 dot. What's the last ball going to be? Is it going to be a Yorker? Is he going to bowl a slower ball? Terrific over from Sohail Tanvir. We spotted that, didn't we, Mikhail?
You were on cue, Sri. Nicely played. He'll get a single, but that's all it is. Just the 2 runs in the final over. We have a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. 9 needed from the 6. 122 for 3.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
He needed 11 runs from 12 balls after over number 19 from Sohail Tanvir, where he gave away only 2 runs. You now need 9 from 6. That's how quickly this game has changed. Momentum and fortune. Karnali, Yaks, Shikhar Dhawan out for 45. Bolton out for 30. When they were going, this game was getting over very early.
Shikhar will be terribly disappointed if they don't go on to win this. He's done all he can. Not 45, Bolton 30 of 19. Went quickly and suddenly the game was turned on its head. Zishan Ansari has struggled 8 of 14. Arjun Bitalu, what an experience for him. If he can get the team home from here, he'll take out a lot. Rajan Dikal, can he defend 9 of the last over? We know what he's capable of, Rajan Dikal. 3 overs for 25 today, no wickets. But it's all been set up by that terrific over from Sohail Tanvir. The experience coming to the fore. 4 overs, none for 18 today, Sohail Tanvir. The only guy who played him really well was Shikhar Dhawan. Apart from that,
that's in the gap. A bit of a misfield. They'll come back for the second. 7 in 5. Bitalu back on strike. All happening here at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. Anybody's game from here on.
Yeah, the field is set for the wide Yorker. He's got square leg, fine leg inside. Point and backward point and sweeper cover are outside. Short third man is in. Extra cover is in. The 4 fielders inside. Short third man, extra cover, square leg and fine leg. So anything behind square is a 4. But Rijan Dikal is just going to go wide.
Over the bowler's head, down the ground, towards long on. Zishan's coming back for the second, and they'll complete it as well. 5 and 4. This game is getting close. It's a thriller on the cards.
Don't tell me we'll get a super over here. 5 required of 4 balls. Bitalu coming into line, not wide enough from Rijan Dikal. Zishan Maksud just sprints for the second run, makes it easily. Yeah, 5 from 4. Yeah, it's not been an easy chase, but Karnali Yaks will desperately want a win here. Can Bitalu get them over the line? Malla will want his third win. But the win from Yaks will open up the tournament. Yeah, everyone's tensed.
That's a very fine hit. 2 more runs. Hassan Ezekiel has been kept busy, the sub-fielder. The ball's been finding him in the outfield, and Arjun's putting on a fight here in the middle. He wants to take his team home and give the Yaks their first victory this season.
Yeah, that's good from Bitalu. He's targeted the straight boundary, which is good. But Dikal hasn't made wide enough. The field is set for a really wide ball close to the wide line. But he's given Bitalu balls in his range to hit it down the ground. The dugout is tense. The Yaks dugout, they want the first win. 3 from 3.
What a delivery. Zishan Maksud has come, and this could be close. A run out as well. And he's struggling, or has he missed it? Oh, this lost the bails. The bails are off the groove. Arjun's been run out. Anticlimax in the middle. It's a cliffhanger on the cards. What a turn of events. Incredible scenes. And this match is still in the balance. We don't have a clear winner. Make that 3 and 2 now.
Yeah, good delivery. That was more like it. Good Yorker. Zishan wanted the strike. Good awareness from the keeper. Giving it back to Rijan Dikal. Rijan Dikal hits the stump. Arjun Bitalu gone. Run out 11 of 10 balls. 4 down for 128. Still 3 required. 2 balls to go.
You can sense the nervous energy here at the Chitwan University International Cricket Stadium. Zishan Maksud has consumed 14 deliveries for his 8 runs. He can be a hero with 1 big strike. Gulshan Jha, he can do it as well, but he's at the other end. Rijan Dikal steaming in. He's given that a swipe. That's in the gap as well, and that's the winning moment for the Yaks. Maksud brings in his experience, hits a 4 through covers, looks up to the heavens, and the Karnali Yaks prevail in what's been a good win for them. They win this contest by 6 wickets and 1 ball to spare.
Yeah, what a strike. Zishan Maksud was hardly able to put bat on ball before this, but when it mattered the most, experienced Zishan Ansari stood up. Zishan Maksud, beg your pardon, terrific shot through the covers, missed his Yorker, Rijan Dikal, but Zishan Maksud takes full toll. Lovely strike through the covers.
अब खेल्ने छ नेपाल.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं.
Well-deserved win. They brings them into the table, brings them into the contest, brings them into the tournament. A very, very happy Karnali Yaks dugout, shaking hands. Everyone, well done, Zishan Maksud. Shekhar Dhawan says well done to him as well. Yeah, he'll be a very happy man.
Before that 4, he had consumed 14 deliveries for his 8 runs. And had they not gone home, Maqsood would have taken a lot of the blame of not finishing proceedings. But they'll be a happy dugout. They can wear the smile on their face. They've registered their first points. Bit of drama in the end for them. But they'll want to believe that they have the ammunition going forward. There he is, the former Oman captain, hitting the winning runs here for his side. And the Yaks now are on the points as well. They're right back in the mix. Once again, it was a Dhawan special. Good opening partnership of 53 between Dev Khanal and Shikhar Dhawan. Chadwick Walton came and played a very fine cameo. But that's the passage of play when Dhawan and Walton fell quickly is when the pressure came back on the batting side. Zishan held on to his own. Arjun played some very fine runs. We keep talking about Zishan, Shikhar and Dev, Shri, but it was Arjun's couple of runs in the final over that got them close. And by the end of it, they win by 6 wickets and 1 ball to spare.
Not as easy as they would have liked. Dhawan and Dev Khanal got a 53-run partnership, but it took them 60 balls. But Dhawan and Walton, 51 from 35, turned it on, especially Walton. And once they fell, there was a bit of a lull. Zishan and Arjun added 20 of 23, which means that they had to struggle till the last over to get those winning runs. Zishan Maqsood again scored that boundary when it mattered. Sohail Tanvir was outstanding, none for 18 of his 4. Rijan Dekal, none for 35, not the best of days for him. Terrific spell from Kushal Malla, 1 for 13. Lofty Eaton was very good, 1 for 16 of his 3 overs. Luke Benkenstein went for 17 in the only over he bowled, but it was Sohail Tanvir's 19th over that set it up for a photo finish.
Neoco world-class range of solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys र ग्यास हब्सले तपाई र तपाईको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Minto Fresh, freshness that bonds.
Himsta for a complete home.
Vivo.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम
Welcome to IME Pay Wallet. IME Pay भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार, म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिचा प्रधान. मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ. Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI, happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
Himsta for a complete home. Vivo.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
Minto Fresh, freshness that bonds.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
Himsta for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Is Dove really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time, but Dove is different.